In the beginning, the love story of Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander seemed like a fairy tale. After a chance meeting in 2006, they soon entered into a tumultuous relationship. But in 2013, Arias was convicted of murdering Alexander. What happened? Friends and family members of Alexander said Arias was obsessive, jealous, and controlling, which allegedly escalated into murder on June 4, 2008. But Arias insists there was another side to the story. She claimed Alexander subjected her to physical and emotional abuse and that she was forced to kill him in self-defense. Today, Jodi Arias is serving a life sentence for her actions, but her story still makes headlines. Born in California in 1980, Jodi Arias is believed to have had a violent childhood. However, her mother, Sandra, insisted everything was perfectly fine, though admitting, "Jodi has mental problems. Jodi was going crazy all the time," Sandra told investigators. "I got quite a few calls from her friends saying that she needed help." The fateful meeting of Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander took place in 2006 at a work convention in Las Vegas. "She's beautiful. She's friendly. She has long blonde hair. Cute figure. She was very sweet." Sky Lovinger Hughes, a friend of Alexander's, told reporters. "He seemed to like her as much as she liked him. The next morning he told me he found his wife and that Jodi was the girl he wanted to marry. But the relationship soon took a dark turn. Alexander, a devout Mormon, felt guilty about premarital intimacy with Arias. Meanwhile, Arias soon stunned many of Alexander's friends with her unhealthy obsession with her lover. Allegedly, Arias looked through Alexander's emails, eavesdropped on his personal conversations, and actively waited outside the bathroom door until the groom came out. When Alexander tried to end it after 5 months, Jodi's obsession only intensified. They kept in touch, but Arias would sometimes show up at Alexander's house uninvited. Although he often responded angrily, Alexander still frequently agreed to intimacy with Arias. He also began dating other women, despite Arias reportedly harassing him and slashing Alexander's car tires in retaliation. He planned to attend another company convention in June 2008. When friends tried to contact him as the trip approached, Alexander did not respond. Friends came to his home on June 9, 2008 and found Alexander dead. As it turned out, 4 or 5 days already. American murder. The 30-year-old man was stabbed 27 times. His throat was slit from ear to ear, and he was shot in the head. Suspicion fell on 27-year-old Jodi Arias. At first, she claimed she could not have killed Alexander. Allegedly, she was on her way to Utah to meet another man. But investigators soon found irrefutable evidence that Jodi Arias was with Travis Alexander on the day of his death. Police recovered Arias and Alexander's DNA from a bloody handprint found on the wall of the house. Jodi Arias was arrested, and her story began to change. She eventually admitted to being with Travis Alexander on the day of the murder, saying she was photographing Alexander in the shower after they had sex. That's when 2 masked intruders suddenly broke in and killed Travis Alexander. Arias claimed the intruders threatened her and told her not to tell anyone what happened. Yet investigators had other reasons to believe it was the girl who killed her lover. In addition to the bloody handprint, they also found that Alexander had been shot with a .25 caliber gun. The same weapon was stolen from the home of Jodi Arias' grandparents just a week before Alexander's death. Jodi Arias, charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to death, told a different story during the 2013 trial. Allegedly, Alexander flew into a rage when she dropped the camera while photographing him in the shower, so she had to kill him in self-defense. Although she expressed regret over the murder of Travis Alexander during sentencing in 2015, she seems to have adjusted to her new life in prison since then. Arias has reportedly been contacted by many fans from behind bars, some of whom have even considered a prison wedding. In 2023, a new movie, Bad Behind Bars, Jodi Arias will once again tell the story of the American woman, introducing her crimes to a new audience. Jodi will spend the rest of her life behind bars.